Hey gang, AV here, and welcome to my review of the DC Comics Multiverse Joker from the Arkham Knights action figure. From the Batman Arkham Knights action figure. Here he is in the packaging. This came out probably about, I think, 10 years ago now, I think. This is an older figure. He is my second copy of this figure. I actually opened up the other one a while back, and I've recently done a head swap, which I'll show you by the end of the video. But I wanted to open up the other one just so I have this particular version represented. So here he is in the packaging. There's really not much to it. They show you 3 other characters that were also available in the series. He has a very limited synopsis as far as what the character is. This is just generic stuff there. There's legal stuff down here. He doesn't have any accessories or anything. He's just the Joker in a purple suit. So we're not going to waste too much time looking at him inside the package. So let's just open this up. And I will say this, I do remember this particular packaging always kind of got on my nerves. I mean, there was just no real straightforward way of opening these things. So you just kind of had to rip it out of the package. I used my knife just to get it started. And then just gonna rip them out of there. And there you go. Like I said, there's really not much to these figures, and they were pretty expensive. I remember when they came out too. So they were nice to have, but they didn't last too long. Get him out of the bubble, and like I said, no accessories or anything. It's just the Joker action figure you get. Bring him in closer to the camera so you can have a look. The sculpt is nice. The suit is nice. But I will be honest, I really like the head sculpt. I just don't like the fact that he ain't smiling. He's the Joker. You know, you need him to smile, right? Is that just me, or I don't know. I don't like the fact that he ain't smiling. I wish he was. I may take my paintbrush and try to curl his mouth up a bit more, but he just doesn't look like he's smiling wide enough to me. Anyhow, let's go over his articulation. So, angle this down a little bit. So his head's on a ball joint, and it does a full 360. You don't really get any up or down at all because of the shape of his head and all. His arms will do a full 360. They go up and out about that far. There's nothing at the bicep. He does have a single joint at the elbow, and no swivel. His hands will do a full 360. This is a closed fist, permanently closed fist. And there's no hinge there or anything. This hand is the open hand, but the same articulation on that arm. He does have rotation at the hips, at the waist. His legs do go out, but are hindered by his coat. They do go forward, kind of. I mean, they don't want to go straight up and out because of the sculpt of his legs, but you can get them up. There is a thigh swivel right above his knee. His knee is single jointed and will bend like that, about that far. And he's got nothing at the ankles. So compared to the other figures I've reviewed on this channel, his articulation is pretty limited. His sculpt is decent, but like I said, his articulation is pretty limited. He's only got one grasping hand, no accessories, and I don't like the fact that he ain't smiling. He is definitely not the best Joker figure I have. But I do like his outfit. and I liked it enough that I actually ordered a second head from a person on Etsy called Spartan118, who specializes in doing custom sculpts of 1/18th scale heads. So I got a Heath Ledger head, which I think you'll agree looks a lot better on this particular action figure than the one that came with it. I still have to use some Sculpey to get inside the hole to make it a little snugger fit, because the ball joint on this particular figure's neck was very small. But I like the way it looks. I really like the way that head looks on this particular body. And I'm glad I did what I did. I did want, however, to have the original figure still represented in my collection, because that's just the way I am. So I decided to open up my second one, and I did so on camera for you guys just so you could see. So let's do size comparison now. Here he is next to the other, to a DC Multiverse Batman from the same line. As you can see, he sizes up pretty decent. Let me zoom in a little bit here. You guys are kind of far away. Adjust the camera. Zoom out a little. Here we go. As you see, they size up pretty well. And here he is next to his Injustice 2 counterpart from Hiya Toys. As you can see, they're both more or less the same size. But the Hiya Toys one is obviously a little better. So, all in all, I think he's a decent figure if you can get him cheap. And by cheap, I mean under $10. I think he's a good addition. If you wanted to get the head sculpt, I suggest you look up again Spartan118 on Etsy. That's who I ordered that from. He's a gentleman, very skilled gentleman who lives in Mexico. Does excellent work. And anyhow, this has been AV. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.